Welcome back to another exciting episode. My name is Josh Kelly, and this is ISVs on Tap. Joining me today is Dirk Ostermann with CleverQ. Dirk, thank you for joining.
Thank you for having me.
Oh, it's my pleasure. I'm excited about this one, guys. So Dirk, let's just dive right into this. First of all, we'll get into this beer a little bit. I wish we could have captured Dirk's expression when he tried this the first time because it was pretty special. But Dirk, tell us about you and tell us about the inception and kind of the evolution of CleverQ.
Yeah, actually, my name is Dirk Ostermann. I'm the CEO and founder of CleverQ. So we established the business in Germany. In Germany, we have our headquarters since 2015 now already. So, and we have a very good footprint in Germany, in the DACH region, as well in some other European countries, with a queue management and appointment system. It's a cloud service we are offering through resellers typically, and then to target markets like in different verticals, quick selling restaurants, logistic areas, banks, government, all these kind of verticals we are supporting with one platform. So, and since April last year, we are trying now to get the food on the ground here in North America, having an office in Miami downtown, in a very beautiful spot.
You hear this guy, man.
The first thing was, of course, to find a good distribution partner, and luckily we could get an ISV for BlueStar in April, and we joined as well the VARTEX show in Orlando. That was a good first introduction, so to say.
Trial by fire, Dirk. You introduced us, or we were introduced back in April, and you were at the VARTEX show in September. And then what happened in December?
Yeah, in December, BlueStar gave me the label as an ISV vendor for BlueStar, so that now every reseller can get our product licenses via BlueStar. So this is very exciting for us.
This is a great note. You're right. This is exciting for both of us. But just to note, guys, this is skewed up with BlueStar. So we're going to dive into what CleverQ is a little bit more with the queue management here in just a minute. But just know that you can buy this through our channel. So this is important stuff for BlueStar. And we've touched upon this a couple times with other ISVs. So, all right. So, Dirk, tell us a little bit about this queue management. How does this thing work? Mm-hmm. Go kind of walk us through that. Treat me like we're little kids.
Okay. First, I'd like to give you this a little bit more insights why queue management is an important thing for a lot of customers. So for example, in the retail world, you'd like always try to satisfy your customers. And of course, if you have peak times, you have maybe crowded situations in your restaurants, in your retail store or whatever. And how to manage that, how to streamline the processes with kind of business intelligence attached to it to make sure that you have also a value for your staff. It's not just for your customers, also to give it management tool for your staff. So how can you manage that? And queue management with CleverQ means that you have a simple tool in the cloud. You don't need any special hardware. And if you need hardware, you can buy this hardware from vendors what is actually available via BlueStar, like Samsung, EluTouch or others, Zebra, you name it. Everything is compatible to our software. So we are hardware independent. So we are providing the solution that, for example, people walking into a shop or restaurants, they can scan a QR code with their phone from a hardware piece like a kiosk terminal, because they may make an order or something, and they order something at the very end of the payment process. They get the QR code, they scan the QR code, and they have this QR code number or weight number in their own phone. They can walk around, they can sit down, they can relax, they don't have to stand in a queue to wait for something. If their order is ready for pickup, they get a notification on their phone. So this is one use case. But in other use cases for logistic, for example, yard management, truck drivers will arrive. So now the question is, okay, a lot of truck drivers may arrive in the morning hours for inbound things, and then they can scan the QR code, they can relax in the truck, and they get notification if they can come to the yard, at which load or gate they can upload or download their stuff from the truck. A lot of use cases are defined by experience, because in Germany we started this and we experienced that in multiple verticals there's a need for queuing systems. You have to identify them. If you are already in this vertical and you identify, okay, they like to streamline processes, then CleverQ is a perfect fit because it's just an add-on and you can use us as a standalone solution. But we have also a lot of integration partners. So partners who are supplying already a software suite or a hardware piece or something, and they like to add our system into their system environment, we are offering REST APIs so that they can easily integrate to our REST API to enhance and complement the product offering they have already to their existing customers.
And I'm assuming that you guys will work in lockstep with the reseller and or the end user to ensure that that's integrated properly.
Yes, of course. So we have a software development team. Everything we are doing is in-house. So I have 18 software developers, and they are making sure that we are focusing just on queue management and online appointment systems. I'm adding now online appointment systems because we are providing one platform. If you book an appointment and you walk in, for example, and you to pick up your stuff, what you may order, then the system automatically will recognize and will prioritize you to the time. So it doesn't matter how many walk-in customers you already have. So the priority is, of course, an appointment customer because he booked an appointment in advance, and our system will recognize, okay, now Dirk is coming into the shop and he made an appointment, and of course his expectation is to get his service at this particular time he booked for. So, and this is what also CleverQ is doing. This kind of business intelligence gives also the owner of the retail business an exact number, real-time number, what's the actual situation in my store. So do I need more staff? How can I handle this situation? And we make some recommendations with our business analytics inside our engine. So it's kind of, unique.
All right. Yeah, so that helps the business owner maximize their efficiency by knowing when and how many people to have in shop or in house at that any given time.
Yeah, for example, if you're a retailer, then you try to avoid walk-away customers because of crowded scenes. If you have an attractive product, attractive store, people are going into your store and then they find out, okay, it takes me minimum 1 hour wait time. They may walk away, and this is revenue, right? So you miss the revenue. We call it avoid walk-away customers with CleverQ because they can get a VIP ticket by scanning a QR code. And if they are in the mall, for example, they can walk around in the mall. They get notification if they are ready for their service and they don't waste time. As well, for a mall owner, this is the biggest interest. We talked and interviewed a lot of mall owners in Denmark, for example. The biggest concern they have, if they have an attractive, let's say, store, because the trend is because everybody likes to get this product or whatever, is keen to meet someone in the store because they do, for example, some Instagram stars invite them to join them. They line up in the mall and nobody is walking around and shopping around. So that was a big headache for them.
Yeah,
and
right.
with CleverQ, they had a QR code, the people scanned the QR code, they walked around, they shopped around, and they, of course, had a virtual, let's say, line or virtual queue, and they could then meet this Instagram star, for example.
Yeah, right. Hey guys, I may need this for this podcast. I mean, there's people lined up out there.
Yeah, maybe. Yes.
For my autograph. I don't want to brag or anything, but so that's awesome. So we're going through this. Well, you're in bourbon country. We're in Kentucky, right? Mm-hmm. So the big thing here is special release bottles of bourbon, right? Mm-hmm. So when it hits the retail shelves, in some cases, Dirk, you have to get there like 5 o'clock in the morning, if not earlier. Mm-hmm. And they will hand out numbers for you until your number's called, and it's a randomizer, but this might be another use case for you here. This is
definitely another use case. And this is a perfect example. If you listen to the first introduction, say, okay, queue management and appointment, you may have where should I use this, or where is the use case, where is the business case? The business case is really exactly, if you start to understand where queuing system makes a lot of sense, then you will develop your own ideas how you can find the customers for it. Because there's a lot of, let's say, need for a queuing system. That's for sure. 100%. I mean, I was surprised by myself in Germany. We have customers like Lufthansa Airlines, T-Mobile, big names. because they manage their shops with our system just to make sure they satisfy customers, but in the same time they have the problem to make sure that their staff is not stressed. Because if the staff is stressed because of peak times, then of course they are stressed and they try to finish the job with the customer, and they may give not the best service in class as they would usually do if they are more relaxed.
And the key here is the customer being happy, right? That's if the customer's happy. For instance, if we take this bourbon example that I'm throwing at you, if it's rainy, if it's cold, if it's a miserable day outside, the last thing I want to do is wait in a line for my number to be called.
Exactly.
Or I can just, sit in my car or whatever the case might be until hey, I get an alert. Then I know I need to go into the store
exactly.
at that point, right?
And we enhance that as well. So, for example, you are let's say sitting in the car and you have maybe a call coming in from your family members you'd like to take on, and then in the same time you get your call for your service. You also have the option to say, please give me another 10 minutes. So that means even if you are called, you could say, okay, you know what? Yes, I recognized you called me, but I need 10 more minutes. So, and then you can push a button on our app, and then the staff is informed, okay, he will come in, but it takes 10 more minutes. So that means they can fill the gap with another client maybe in the meantime. So there's a business intelligence going on. It's kind of complex from the engine point of view, because this is the thing CleverQ makes it unique, and maybe also if you compare us with others in the market, we are kind of different because of this business intelligence and AI approach. So this is kind of new.
Okay. So what if we wanted to see a demo? Is that something we can set up if we wanted to see kind of what this looks like? Is that
every
something
time we are on standby for every demo, because the demo is also, we would do the demo always on your needs, because CleverQ as a software suite is huge, because as I mentioned, we are serving multiple different verticals. But if you tell me what kind of vertical you are in, we are streamline this demo exactly on your needs. And also if you have a potential customer, a brand, like say, whatever, XY retailer, we make this that he feels home. So that means that the entire skinning is customizable. They don't see this is CleverQ. They feel this is their own software where they're using. This is how we do the demos.
Oh, right on. Okay, perfect. So one last question. What's an ideal reseller look like for you? Who do you want to work with BlueStar? Like, what's your ideal customer look like?
I mean, I like to work with a reseller who's open-minded about new technology and enhancing the product offering to their existing customers. Maybe they are already in the retail business, quick selling, restaurant business, logistic, whatever, government, all you name it. But I think at the end of the day, having a call, going into the details, how we could be a complementary product offering to their existing service, and they make revenue with us. It's a recurring revenue model. That's also important for the reseller, that he can make money month by month by offering our service.
Yeah, fantastic. All right, that sums that up. That's very well done. Thank you. So, guys, if you want to get more information on CleverQ, or you want to learn more about Dirk's company, please reach out to us. I'm happy to make the connection. We can make a warm intro for you, but don't hesitate to pick up that phone or email and let us know. So I think this is a great product. Thank you. We appreciate it. Now, part of the show that we've all been waiting for, it's ISVs on tap. So today, guys, I don't want to peel the curtain back too far here, but it's a little early in the day for me. So I decided to go with a beer. Dirk's from Germany, so I'm like, okay, he set the bar pretty high just from that standpoint. But today we have Left Hand Peanut Butter Milk Stout. So I figured, what's better in the morning than peanut butter stout? So Dirk, let's give this thing a shot, man. Let's see what you think.
Yeah. Okay.
Prost.
Prost. A unique taste, I would say.
Yeah, it's very unique.
It's cool. I mean, I would say you never can buy something like that in Germany, but it's very unique, and the taste is like breakfast. It's a peanut butter.
It is definitely a breakfast.
It's a breakfast beer for sure.
All right, guys, if you have a problem, call the Betty Ford Clinic or wherever you need to do. This is an exception. But this is definitely very peanut buttery. Dirk, his initial reaction was phenomenal. He's like, "Oh, this is very peanutty." So you definitely get that here. Left Hand Brewing Company out of Colorado. You guys did a good job with this one. It's very smooth.
Perfect.
And again, Dirk, thank you for being here. Really appreciate it. And
Thank you for having me.
Yeah, you're welcome. Until next time.
It was fun. Thank you.
We'll see you at Bartech, I'm sure.
Yes, for sure.
Yes, thank you.